are just a couple miles east of the LAX airport, just off the 405 or the 105 at the beautiful SoFi Stadium in Inglewood. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one between the Los Angeles Rams and their Southern California rivals, the Los Angeles Chargers. Michael Badgley ready to get us started, and off we go from SoFi Stadium. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Shedding through the tackle. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
A lot of running backs, a little bit of a disadvantage when you start talking MVP. Might not be the case this year. You think he's got a shot, don't you?
I do. I think he's got more than a shot. But what he's going to need here down the stretch this late in the season, he needs that big closing game, that game that we're all going to reflect on and go, oh, my goodness, did he put up a number, let's say 200 plus?
No gain on the play there. Second down. Well, this defense for the Chargers, they were terrific in the win over Tennessee a week ago.
No matter what coverage was called, they were right in the hip pockets of the receivers all game long, step for step, running their routes with them. Turned out they were right there every time the ball was in the air, and they came away with 5 interceptions in that one.
Here's Wilson. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him up to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And he's got the first down, yardage before being taken down at midfield. Defense had a chance to get off the field here on the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important third down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
He'll air this one out for Kirk. And this one almost intercepted. Not a good throw there. Nearly an opening drive INT.
So many times we see teams go on the road and want to lean on their running game. But this crew just announced they're going to try and air it out and make hay downfield.
From midfield now, here's Wilson. This one complete to Christian Kirk. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. A big play that time through the air. 31 yards.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
Now they'll run it on the toss. Yannick Ngakoue in on the stop. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
Wilson throw complete here to Ayuk. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
They go play action with Wilson. Flush to his right. So no sack. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but it will still bring up a 4th down.
Well, he strung it out as far as he could, and I like the fact that he kept his eyes downfield, but he finally ran out of time and room. But I take that over forcing it downfield and possibly having it intercepted.
So the opening drive does yield points, maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points. 1st and 10. Here's Mahomes. Throw taken in by Taylor, left side. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
From the 31, Mahomes. Man open, that's Calvin Ridley. Touchdown, LA! It's fair to say there's nothing that gets a crowd to its feet quite like a big play, and that was something special there. Boy, was he moving. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. Out of the end zone comes Johnson. Johnson won't return this, and the football will come out to the 25. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Play action. Now Wilson. Dancing to his left. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, look to find another down, right?
Wilson. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. He's picked off just shy of midfield. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. From the gun, it's Taylor. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. They fake the give. Now Mahomes rolling to his left. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
Off the option, here's Taylor. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Jonathan Taylor. Touchdown number 18 on the year. For the Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. Johnson won't return this, and the football will come out to the 25. set to begin their next drive. The Rams offense at the line. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have, and a pass he should have caught.
Here's Wilson to throw. He's got his 6'5" receiver. That's Tim Patrick. And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. And they'll run on the inside handoff. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And down to the 16-yard line. 64 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
After one, a 14-3 ball game. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up first downs.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll try to run this one in, and he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. They'll run here on 3rd and goal. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. A great effort there. Becoming just the 2nd player with 30 touchdowns in a single year. And the Rams have got this back to a 1-score game. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead is down to 4. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Charger drive about to get going. And as these guys interplay in Week 17, we know one thing. They are playoff bound, but they want to win that division title. They told us that is a goal that's been posted in their locker room since day one. They've got the chance to control their own destiny.
And there's nothing more powerful than saying that you won the division, because I know from building a team, when I talk with all the GMs and the player personnel directors, they always talk about to get to the playoffs in the NFL, You have to have a team that's constructed to win your division. Beat those teams first. That's your #1 path to getting there, and they can get that done in this game.
From the 31, Mahomes. He completes it to Ridley. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A big gain that time for the Chargers. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Escaping the pressure right. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
They go play action. Now Mahomes. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And the Rams are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line. So they tried to take the deep shot there, but this defense up to the task.
And a lot of times when you air a ball out like this, if it does get intercepted, there's going to be a lot of space out there to set up a return. And remember, you've got 5 big offensive linemen out there playing on their feet, open space. Not a skill most of them possess. That allows for extra yardage on the return.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Wilson. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Yannick Ngakoue. What a season he continues to have. His 15th sack of the campaign. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and 1.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Taylor Rapp with a pick. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
They give to Taylor out of the gun. Pushes him over, and he'll get it here to the 10-yard line.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10.
55, my guy, 55. Here we go. Check 3, check 3. Slide. Ridley.
They go play fake. Mahomes sliding out of the pocket. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 4. Yellow. Check 55, check 55.
On the option to give to Taylor here. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. Now keep in mind, if you're thinking of staying on the ground, this is a top 5 rush defense.
Yeah, but I don't think you shy away totally with the run. At least show them the hint of a run before you decide to throw the football.
Now Mahomes on the bootleg. Out to his left. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. He's at the 50. 30. Past the 20. And he will bring it back. It's an interception return for a Rams touchdown. Carlson on for the PAT. It's good, and they'll take a 17-14 lead.
Makes the score Rams 17, Chargers 14.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Chargers take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And following the pick six, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And now the Rams have got it, going the other way. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line.
I know that taking care of the football is something that's drummed into every guy who plays this position, no matter what, whether he's running it in the pocket, out of the pocket. But it's almost surprising to me that there aren't more fumbles by that position because of the way that they get attacked on each and every play.
Now, we had the fumble last week. Now, here's 2 weeks in a row with a fumble loss.
Concentration has got to be there, and he's got to understand how much time he has to take care of a play, and maybe his clock is off just a little bit.
The 37-yard line.
2nd and 6. Now a handoff here to his running back. Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to 3rd down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. To throw is Wilson. He'll fire this deep for Ayuk. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. From the left hash, this will be a 52-yard attempt. The kick by Carlson is good. And they stretch the lead to 6. It's 20-14 now. So they recovered the fumble, but ultimately could not take advantage of the short field.
Definitely a lost opportunity right there. I mean, they were in prime position to put 6 on the board, ended up settling for 3.
The Chargers take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And with him trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range. Throwing on 1st down is Mahomes. Throw left side, taken in by Slayton. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup there.
32-yard line. It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. On play action, it's Mahomes. Being chased out left. And Mahomes picking up the first as he slides and hits the deck. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2.
I'm coming. Here we go. What's the mic? Watch one. Watch the pass. Here we go. So Mike's number one. Watch the curve.
Mahomes now on 1st down. Catch made by Slayton. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Hey, 57,
1st and 10, Taylor now. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. Buying time to his left. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
And he's going to lose a yard or two, taken down behind the line. It was the safety blitz that ultimately did the job, and they're going to credit him with a sack.
At the 23-yard line.
Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. That's a 40-yard attempt from the left hash. Badgley's kick is good. And that will do it for this first half. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. The Charger drive about to get going. And, Charles, they trail here, though not really the fault of this offense.
No, they certainly did their part in the first half. But when you're in a shootout like this, you definitely want your defense to play better, but you know that's out of your control. All you can do, keep putting points on the scoreboard and keep giving your defense opportunities to make stops.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Mahomes going to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Malik Hooker. And he will bring it back. It's an interception return for a Rams touchdown. Carlson now to add the extra point. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Makes the score Rams 27, Chargers 17.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. Now Mahomes to try again after the pick 6. Flushed out right. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Mahomes. And his throw's going to be incomplete. And, CD, you look at this defense, what kind of pressure are they under trying to stop a team that has won 5 games in a row?
Well, to me, it makes their job harder because you know you're going up against an offense that's playing at an elite level. And sometimes you can get too caught up in trying to play the perfect game. You're trying to be too precise, too fine, instead of just letting it rip. And I think that's more the priority than trying to be absolutely perfect.
Mahomes looks to throw on 3rd down. And the Rams got him. They bring him down. They bring the safety on the blitz, and he busts through to drop him for an 8-yard loss. At that time, finally a measure of revenge as they get him down behind the line.
It almost felt like relief, didn't it? Because with the success he's had throughout this game, you'd almost expect him to get free and pick up 10 to 15 every time he takes off. Not in that case. That has to feel good for the defense.
Mahomes and the offense staying out there. They'll go for it on fourth.
You ain't got nothing. You ain't got nothing.
On is the Chargers punter now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. Johnson on the return. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. That'll go as a 42-yard punt, but a net of 32. They had a 10-yard return. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. And he'll give it here to his running back. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Taylor Rapp with a pick. Wow, so wipe out the INT roughing the passer. What a disaster.
An absolute disaster, and you hope their lockers are not right next to each other for the post game. Safe to say one is not buying the other dinner.
So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. From the gun, they'll try to run it. He fights forward for a couple with a penalty flag down. And the linemen, they're already walking back. That time, the right guard sending him backwards.
And so many different types of guys rotate in on the defensive line now, depending on situations. You can get the bulky guy, the fast guy. No matter what, though, you can't hold them.
And to give this time to the tailback. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. 2 yards on the pickup. It'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. It'll go down as a gain of 6. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
On 3rd down, Wilson. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
45, 66.
Now they try the right side here. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
handoff here to his running back. And he gets this down to the 18. Good enough for a first down. 105 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ball game. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Here's a handoff to Swift. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Tackle made that time by Aleem McNeil.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive. Because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Now a handoff looking right. And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. So now from half the distance closer, here's 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he's in for the score. And his spectacular season continues as he ties the NFL touchdown record.
He is phenomenal.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17.
Chargers, 17.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson.
Their catch made at the 25-yard line. The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. He has still not connected on a single pass in this second half.
And right now they're going through all the different reasons, the whys, the wherefores. Bottom line, got to find some completions in there and get their offense moving.
So Mike's number one.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Mahomes. This one caught by Ridley. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 6.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Mahomes now to throw. They'll roll him out right. Got a man, Slayton. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
And that's a tough one for the defense because the coverage was good downfield. He was forced to work his way out of the pocket to his right, spotted his man on the sideline, and got it to him to pick up the first down on 3rd down.
On 1st down, Mahomes. And he's going to lose yardage here, as they will switch ends as time is run out on this 3rd quarter of play. Back now at SoFi Stadium in Inglewood. It's Charger football, but they trail here as we get going in quarter number 4. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16.
Mike one. Watch the pass. Bang, 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 bang. Hey,
Another try after the first down sack. Mahomes forced out to his left. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. Good yardage there on the scramble, and all of a sudden they're left with a 3rd and 2, much more manageable. The Chargers on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. And incomplete on the deep ball.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Now Mahomes got to have this one. He's going to go up top again. A fight for it, and this is caught. What a catch. A big game that time for the Chargers. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the 4th, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football.
Mahomes' throw taken in by Ridley here. And he is out of bounds, looks like right at the 15. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
4 yards remain for 2nd down.
Let's go. Yellow. Here we go. Here we go. Where's the mic? Watch the mic.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And the Chargers are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
Another Chargers.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
1st and goal at the 3-yard line.
Mahomes to throw once more. Steps away. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
So many times we talk about having good eye discipline when you're playing defense, making sure your eyes are in the proper place on a given play. Looks like that discipline came to the front there, didn't it? They were able to hold it for a short gain when he took off running.
Taylor. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. And this likely a must-have, 3rd and goal.
It's 3rd down and goal to go.
They fake the give. Now Mahomes. He'll buy some time right. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Patrick Mahomes. A 4-yard touchdown scamper. And the Chargers have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. Out of the end zone comes Johnson. Johnson won't return this, and the football will come out to the 25. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking 1st downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, 1st downs, they can't touch the ball.
8 yards to go on 2nd down. And he'll give it here to his running back. He gets it forward for 4, maybe 5, but the flags fly. And this one could be coming back. You need your wide receivers as blockers. Sometimes they get a hold.
The big runs are often a result of what they do on the perimeter. In this case, got caught holding, and this one will come back.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. From the gun, it's Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Throwing is Wilson. Now he lets it go deep for Kirk. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here. Here comes the Rams punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. Fielded at the third. Now a hit and a loose football. And now the Rams have got it going the other way. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line. And to give this time to the tailback. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. 133 yards rushing for him now, as he has been tremendous all day long. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now a handoff here to his running back. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. And he'll give it here to his running back. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts. That's going to be their second. They'll be left with 1 more plus the 2-minute warning. And we'll be back. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. And to give this time to the tailback. Chargers going to use their 3rd and final timeout. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this 4th quarter. Second and 9. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking. And
the tackle made at the 13. He is well short of the first. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down. Carlson able to put this one through. And that will extend their lead even further. So that not just important in the fact that it widens their lead, but really that was a textbook job of just hanging on to the football.
And we know all the time that coaches talk about time of possession. Sometimes it's a stat that doesn't matter much, but in this drive, it matters a lot. They want to reduce time and score points and lock this game down.
The Charger drive about to get going. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that, they had a great air attack going. Did they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
The Chargers on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. To throw, it's Mahomes. Got a man complete, it's Taylor. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
first and 10 at the 46-yard line.
So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Now it's Mahomes again. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Asante Samuel Jr. And the Rams are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. But with the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys, they've been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
The Rams go victory formation as they take the knee. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Down to a knee one more time, and that should just about do it.
Yeah, it's fun to kneel down in front of your home crowd, but when you go on the road, that band of brothers attitude, right, just us against the world, and get it done, how happy are they?
I remember a coach at a previous stop telling me, you get a win on the road, doesn't matter the opponent, get out of there like you stole something, and they did in this one. So the LA Rams with a victory here.